the hope of our nation are still the youth. A pleasant morning to all of you. My name is Leymart Torren, and I am one of the scholar of Camp Asia. I'm here in front of you to present out of school youth. The youth is the hope of our motherland. According to our national hero, Dr. Jose P. Rizal. But in the generations that goes by, we have a lot of out-of-school youth. Take note, out-of-school youth who are hopeless when it comes to education. So, what is the meaning of out-of-school youth? According to the book of Thesaurus, out-of-school youth is defined as the youth who is not attending school and therefore fit to work, generally between the ages of 6 and 18. Based on Workforce Investment Act of 1998 by the United States of America, out-of-school youth means an eligible youth who is a school dropout or an eligible youth who is a secondary school diploma, who has received a secondary school diploma, but it's basic skills deficient, unemployed, or underemployed. What does eligible mean? Eligible mean is able to choose something or able to do or receive something. Therefore, out-of-school youth are free. They are able to act freely according to their own will. But although they did not attending school, but they still partake in the community where they belong. I would like to request the all youth here. Can you please raise your hand? Put it down. Thank you. I have a question, each of us. Do you think that the youth for our generation is the hope of our motherland? Who among you say yes? Well, that's great. For those who answered no, enhance yourself as a youth. But if you are undecided, analyze and ask yourself, as a youth, am I the hope of my beloved motherland? So, what are the reasons why we have out-of-school youth? First is unsupportive parents. The parents who are not motivating and the parents who are not supporting their children to study. There are instances where children want to study, but the parents, they don't give them financial and moral support. Second is bad environment. Our surroundings may have positive or negative impact on us. There are instances where children are exposed to unfavorable or unpleasant experiences which encourage to them to stop from attending school. For example, some students drink liquors, take drugs, use cigarettes, and even practice unhygiene things that are harmful or potentially unhealthy. Moreover, because of terrorism, like what happened in some part of Mindanao, which is in Marawi until now, wherein the class days of the students are being stopped for the fight between the soldiers and rebels, which is Maute. Maybe some students stop in studying in some part of Mindanao because of trauma that happened to their region. Feel the fear in their lives, and especially some youth who experience bad things. And no one can erase to their minds the exact happened to their region or their witness to the colonization of Maute. Third is poverty. Even education is free, many Filipino youth cannot afford still to study because of the lack of their essential needs like bags, papers, notebooks, and other school materials. We all know that poverty is one of the major problems that we faced. We can't really deny the fact that the Philippines is a third world country wherein poverty is rampant. As you can see, to every poor people, they cannot afford eating 3 times a day. So that it is important to them to eat rather than investing education. Last is lack of interest. Many students won't be able to study because of the lack of interest when it comes to education. They prepare themselves to stay at home, and moreover, the students nowadays think independently. Why? They find a job to earn money for their own personal interest. It is not easy for every individual to work rather than studying because they still need to go to school to attain their goals in life. If we do not solve the problems of the children who belong to out of school youth, there would be a high tendency that the percentage of out of school youth would continuously increase from this generation to the next. So, what would happen next? Well, the level of education in our country will deteriorate. What could be the possible solution for this? We could enhance or develop our education system. According to the book that I have read, education is a process of facilitating learning and or acquisition of knowledge, skills, values, beliefs, and habits. The importance of education. Education has many benefits and has positive impact in our life. In today's world, education is the stepping stone to be what we want in the future. Good education promotes national interest, good citizens, and even world citizenship. Education aims not to develop every individual, but to produce a healthy, normal human beings who understand the meaning of life. To all the youth here, I challenge you, encourage people who are out of school. Talk to them, give them a pieces of advice, and explain why education is important to their lives. I believe that no one can raise up the banner of the Philippines except Filipinos, especially the youth. Among thousands and millions of citizens, I hope that we, the Filipino youth, would be uplift the dignity and honor of our beloved country, the Philippines. Motivate out of school youth because the youth are still the hope of our motherland. Thank you.